Hey, you're alive, everybody. Oh, oh. Oh, game. Oh, Holo 8. Oh, it's parody of Exit 8. Okay, alright, alright. Okay, okay, okay. A parody of Exit 8. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, alright. I see it, fancy. Getting drink, but BRB, alright. No slime, no slime. I'm currently very broke. I'm currently very, very broke. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I didn't turn up the dial for my mic. Thanks, Fancy. Yeah. It's more so my mic. I did not turn up the mic volume. Sorry. Yeah. Hello, Fancy. Hello, Cryvaka. Hello, Daichi. No slime. And Holo 8. Holo 8, Exit 8 parody, but Hololive looks interesting. I will get it, but not now because I'm very broke. I still have money, don't get me wrong, but I'm very broke at the moment because I had to spend a lot of money. I had to spend a lot of money in order to whatchamacall, buy stuff for the company because the company kept running out of ingredients last weekend. I haven't got paid back money that's meant to be used by the company, but I have to use my own money because the money that they give me weekly to buy stuff for the restaurant is not enough. And last weekend we kept running out of ingredients, and I keep buying ingredients with my own money because there were no suppliers in the weekend, so I had to use my own money first. And I spent like over $100 at this point for the company. So over $100 I spent. So now I'm broke. Yeah, it's over $100 the company owes me because I have to buy ingredients for the restaurant that I'm managing for them, because they didn't give me they didn't like order enough supplies, and they also did not give me enough money to handle the week. So yeah. I'm still waiting for them to reimburse me. That's the right word. Reimburse means they pay me back money I use with my own money when they don't give when I have to use over the budget per week. And then that's been going on for like the entire month so far. Yeah, and then I needed to spend like $70 every week to fix my back chiropractor sessions. And I have another appointment coming up on next Tuesday. Hey, Ellis McGruber, hello. Give a shout out. Yeah, let's go. Ellis here, big Dark Souls streamer. Yeah, they've been streaming like so many Souls challenges, like Souls level 1, Dark Souls 1, which is what they're currently doing. Shout out player is not working, but that's okay. How you doing, Ellis? Hello. I was lurking in your stream for a bit here and there as I phase in and out of reality. Yeah. Congrats to being able to Dark Souls, so thank you, Fancy. I was way over level. I was level 180 something by the time I fight the last 3 bosses of the game. Thank you. Yeah, I saw you beat like Ornstein and Smoke right before I start stream. And then like an hour or two before that, when you were in like the lava land, and there was like a few of those like demons following you to their deaths, like like that was so funny. Like one of them knocked you out off the cliff, and then like 3 or 7 like fell down alongside you. That was so funny. and yeah, I saw it. I happened to be lurking at the time. I was lurking at the time, but yeah. I really think like you're doing great. You're doing great, Alice. Like even though like in more than half the time, like there isn't anyone there to react to you, I was lurking. You were still like carrying yourself really well, like constantly talking, constantly reacting, constantly like talking about your thoughts. I think you're doing really great. I feel like you deserve a lot more people watching you, dude. Yeah, you have good energy too. Yeah, so if there are folks in my chat right now who likes watching other Souls players doing challenge runs, like Alice did like Pyromancy only for Dark Souls 2, which I think it's pretty hard. Granted, I think there's only like maybe like one or two enemies that might be like flame immune. I'm not sure. Didn't bother to check that. Check Pyromancy on every boss I fight in Dark Souls 2. But yeah, Alice. So from what I know Alice, like they did like Pyromancy, fire spells only in Dark Souls 2. They're currently doing Dark Souls 1 level 1, with meaning they don't level up their character. They only level up everything else, like weapons and pyromancy and stuff, but not like stats like, oh, more stamina, more health, more damage through like straying magic or whatever. Yeah, so basically Soul level 1 means you cannot hold stronger weapons. You cannot use stronger spells. Thankfully, pyromancy doesn't scale across by stats. So at least has that for Soul level 1. Yeah. Dark Souls doesn't have any fire immune, but a ton of fire resist. Okay, like the Iron King, right? The Iron King, the old Iron King boss fight in Iron Key. I imagine that's the one. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. Hold on. The shadow seems to be stuck there. Let me just like disable it real quick. Yeah. Don't feel pressure to stick around. Don't feel pressure to stick around after the raid, Alice, and everyone from Alice's stream. Feel free to go, go eat, go rest, go sleep, do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, hi, my name's will-o-wispy. I'm a will-o-wispy Vtuber. I've only recently finished Dark Souls 2 at level 180 something with dual ultra great swords. And then I'm currently playing Persona 3 Reload. And every Thursday, this is currently Thursday where I am. Thursday 2:25 p.m. Every Thursday or so, I boot up Arknights and do voice acting, live dubbing of like all the cutscenes and stuff. Because I want to catch up on all of the lore. Because I'm still considered fairly new Arknights player. Like, I think I've only played Arknights for like 2 years, and Arknights been around for at least for the global server is 5. So there's that. That's what I'm doing today. Yeah, Fume Knight to 26. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. I think I took just as long. It was 2 tries for me. For Fume Knight. First time I do Fume Knight, I died. Because he went into the second phase. Weirdly enough, Fume Knight, which is a DLC boss for those who don't know. DLC boss. In the Crown the Old Iron King. And like this boss is the one that uses dual wielding. I think Fancy, you were there as well, the dual wielding boss. And yeah, there's a second phase where he buffs his giant sword. For some reason that did not like happen. For some reason that did not happen. I'm not sure why. When I do my second attempt. And then like I stumbled upon a YouTube video about Fume Knight and like how you can cheese it. And it turns out, if you keep drinking your Estus, you keep healing near him, he has a script that makes it so that he has to bonk you every time you heal, like near him. So if you keep healing near him, and then dodge, then you can trap him in phase 1. So that he doesn't buff his giant sword and enter a different moveset and use like giant fireball that scatters all over the arena and shit. So by complete luck and knowing nothing about it, I somehow did the cheese of forcing him to stay in phase 1. Oh, you needed 26 minutes. The winning attempt to 26 minutes to do. Oh, had to land 108 combustions. Damn. Damn, 108. Where do you get 108? Did you have to use a lot of those amber herbs? Like those like consumables that restores your spell cast? Holy shit. I cannot imagine, bro. I cannot imagine. For those who don't know Dark Souls logic, you can only cast spells a certain number of time before you have to reset at the bonfire. So a combustion spell, I think has like 6 or 12. 6 or 12 casts per slot. So if you equip 2 combustions, it'll be like 12 or 24. I can't remember. I think one combustion slot is 12. So you have 2, that's 24. And 108 means either Alice did the bonfire aesthetic reset to get a whole bunch of combustions, and a whole bunch of spell slots, or they had to like keep using the limited consumable that you cannot infinitely buy, you cannot infinitely farm the consumable item that restores the spell cast. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 discussion, yes. Bonfire resets areas and with any items in there. So I took an area to Nuki plus so I think you get enough holy shit. Oh, that's insane. I don't think I can do what you do, Alice. That's just so that you have enough casts to kill a boss is, oh my freaking god. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Once again, please check out Alice's streams. Like, Alice has really good energy. There's barely any downtime. Every time I look at Alice's stream, playing any Souls game, Souls challenges, like, rarely ever is quiet. Which I really admire. I can't do that. I can't constantly yap while streaming. Please, yeah, if you like Souls content, yeah. And please get Alice a go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, you chose a way that didn't get me even if I ran out of herbs. Yeah, because combustion has the most cast, even though it's the weakest one. The weakest, like quote-unquote close range melee pyromancy. Oh man, that's just nuts, bro. Okay. Where's the thing? Where's the thing where I can turn off turn off the shout out thing. Is it an overlay maybe? Trumpet sounds. Widgets. Yeah, refresh that shit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, alright. Here in just angry bundle when I play Souls-like. Oh, yeah, definitely it's a game that's amazing for anger management. Like if you have good anger management, then you'll be able, you have a higher chance of getting through the game faster. If you don't have good anger management, then you're gonna keep fucking up. It is that kind of game, I feel. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why, all Fireball variants do the same damage to... What? Which is why Combustion and Great Combustion were your go-tos for a lot of that run. You either need good anger management or being really stubborn. Yep, or both. Or both, yeah. The get good mentality, pretty much. I don't know if I'll start Dark Souls 3 anytime soon, because my goal in life is beat Dark Souls 1, beat Dark Souls 2, beat Dark Souls 3, and then I'll touch Elden Ring. Sekiro, I'll treat it as a completely different entity, because I wanted to go through all the main FromSoft Souls-like before touching Elden Ring. Heck, I don't even think I own Elden Ring yet. That's the thing. I don't think I even own Elden Ring yet. Let me just check my library. Do I have Elden Ring? Nope, I have Elder Scrolls, but not Elden Ring. Yeah, I don't even own Elden Ring yet. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Like Dark Souls 2 took me like what, 5 months? 5 months because I only streamed like once per week for like between 4 to 6 hours per week. And yeah, it took me that long to beat everything. To beat all optional bosses, pretty much. Except for the Ancient Dragon. Ancient Dragon was the only one I didn't bother fighting. Cause like, oh, this dragon's nice to me. And like, I looked it up and it's like, oh, it's just a very boring fight. You just keep stabbing his like left toe. Keep stabbing left toe right away. Doesn't seem like a really fun fight. So I'll just leave it be. Even though like, yeah, that is a boss you can fight, but it looks pretty boring, so I don't bother. And the dragon was nice to me, so is it even a fight? Yep, yeah. That's why I just straight up like, yep. I have beaten the entire Dark Souls 2, all bosses except for Ancient Dragon, because I don't really see it as a boss fight. Yeah. You're currently playing Lies of P to be ready for DLC, and Rabbit Brotherhood had you hit multiple enemy boss fights again. Ah, Lies of P. Again, another. I feel like I want to play through Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 before I try other Souls-like, with the exception of maybe the Star Wars one. Cause I don't really see it as like it is Souls-like, but not Souls-like at the same time. From what I see of the Star Wars one, Lies of P, I probably won't try it anytime soon. I'm much sooner to try Dark Souls 3 first. Cause like I really want to like go through the development years of FromSoft's like core Souls-like games, Souls games. And, you know, except Demon Souls and Bloodborne, cause one, I don't have a PS5. Two, I don't think it'll be as fun to emulate Bloodborne. Maybe. Yeah. I don't really want to emulate Bloodborne. I'd rather just like wait for the copious amount of years before they finally release Bloodborne Remaster on PC or some shit. You just emulated Bloodborne for your first playthrough? Yeah. I think that's what most people do. Like many years ago I have seen someone play through the entirety of Bloodborne, but I've already forgot most of it. Yeah, I don't remember much of it anymore. Doable, but definitely wait. Yeah, there's been like some rumors. You need to upgrade your RAM to run it. Oh yeah, emulator's kind of taxing actually. The Bloodborne-ing. It'd be funny if that's the remaster release they're going for. 16 to 32, yeah, that sounds about right. I think most of the time, most modern like big games, or like emulating PS5 game, PS4 games, you're gonna need like 32 gigabytes of RAM. Can't wait for Bloodborne 2 cope. I mean, I think somebody told me like, oh yeah, Dark Souls 4 has a confirmed in development announcement. We just don't have a teaser trailer or anything yet. It's just like on paper. On paper it's confirmed or some shit. I don't know how true that is. Dark Souls 4. Yes, yeah. So you heard of Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring. Now get ready for Dark Souls 4 before Elden Ring 2, before Bloodborne 2. Yeah. Okay. Also, I gotta say, Eldia boss fight wasn't. The Scholar of the First Sin added the Eldia boss fight, right? And I'm just like, okay, I kind of first tried this. What the fuck? Yeah, like I'm just like, huh? So I first tried this. How the fuck? So and like I look back at the clip at like the fight, my VODs and my clips. I'm just like, is LDA just an easy final, quote unquote easy final extra boss or something? The stupid pimple man LDA, yeah. I'm like so curious, like his tentacles doesn't even like track you. It's not even like, even Alva, the ice cat, the king, like the Ivory King's pets, like have like the ice move that tracks you a little bit. That like the giant ice cat, icicle like AOE is a lot more scarier than LD's like tentacle spread. His tentacle spread is like just his immediate surrounding area, meaning if you're a melee build, then you get punished. But if you're like a caster or range build, then like you're fine. Yeah, just keep shooting LDF from afar, and then you're fine. Pretty much. I did go in with a melee build. I did like at one point I literally had like 1 HP left. Like, but my animation of hitting Eldia with the double greatsword attack, power stance, like left me with like the magic pixel of 1 HP before I down like the rest of my Estus. Getting jump scared by Eldia is a core mode for any first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Yes, I definitely have gotten jump scared by him, but the first time. But the worst jump scare I've ever experienced is in Eldia's Keep with right before the Guardian Dragon fight. The two ogres that crash through the walls. Yeah, fuck those guys. Back to back, 2 ogres crashing through the walls. Fuck those ogres. Fuck those ogres, seriously. Alright. Ban the bot, delete the message. I've never been jump scared so hard in Dark Souls 2 than those 2 ogres crashing through the walls right before the Guardian Dragon fight in Eldia's Keep. Oh man. That one's the worst one. Alright, I need to like add the ban word. Eldia really gives you the trio wisdom syrup. Where are their eyes? Where are their eyes even? I don't know where their eyes are. How does one even know where to look at Eldia in the eyes? Yeah, a lot of Souls talk in the Arknights category stream. My bad, my bad, Arknights fans. let me just do this real quick. Yep. Add this. Add this. Alright, ban phrase added. Okay, alright, let's go to the main event for today. Yeah. If I had both, let's go. Okay, so we're down to like 3 more cutscenes to go through. The last time we finished the one in Sargon. The one in Sargon where the fortune teller old man who's very old, but Calcid is older. She's like, oh man, I got what you want. What is it, cat lady? I got memory. I could tell you about the kingdom that you were a part of, and like help you remember stuff from your memories that you've forgotten. Oh, is it, cat lady? Okay, cat lady, I'll help you escape desert land. And cat lady, and then like, yeah, cat lady leaves desert land. Was supposedly like the plan was to like escape desert land Sargon with young boy passenger, but young boy passenger decided, you know what, I'm gonna stay and like be guided by the old man in the ways of the black market in the desert. Yeah, that's and like destroy the box. Yeah, destroy the box. Destroy the crystal that can power a large energy source or a potential nuclear weapon, and that original crystal gets destroyed. You know, he did a really dumb move. It's like, I'm gonna destroy the crystal right now, and Calcid's like, no, don't do it. And then he destroy it, and then the original crystal infected passenger, and he became infected. So passenger became infected because he decided to dramatically destroy original crystal. And then he decided to stay in Sargon and become a merchant of swords and take revenge on every political party, mercenary party, or whatever person involved in the murdering of his like scientist mentor and scientist mentor team, because that's the team that made the plans for the Death Star, quote unquote, or the large energy source that the big desert government wanted to like rob away to make a nuclear weapon. He really didn't think that through. Yeah, he was like pretty much like being powered by emotions at that instance. And Kelsey's like, dog, that's literally the worst thing you could have possibly done. You could have just leave the box behind. You leave the desert land Sargon with me. You know, you could have just I literally gave you 2 options you can do, and instead of leaving the box behind, you decided to destroy it right in your face. What the fuck? You literally destroyed the radiated rock right in your face and get yourself irradiated, bro. So that's what happened for like last time. Hey Mistake, welcome as well. Hello. Oh man, yeah. We're just about to jump into Calcid wearing a tuxedo, which by all accounts is apparently the hottest that gets people NPC in the game and like IRL like folks like us like to get really get us really awooga on Calcid. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Because the last time Tuxedo Calcid was in Victoria in a tuxedo, she was getting information from like a little young lady whose father was passing some like secret intel like to the daughter in order to pass the secret intel to Calcid. So yeah, 13 years ago. 8:09 p.m. heavy snow, Victoria Border Autonomous Region, country of Toron, Vincent Manor. This is the count that hosted a little party for like politicians and like wealthy figures and merchants and to gather around and have a little party and get together, and where Calcid like came in as a priest, quote unquote priest. She was called as a priest by this guy because like she helped cure some this guy's family member and whatnot. So it's like, yeah, welcome Priest Calcid. From it's rare to find a cat person to be part of the priest in Victoria and whatnot. Welcome. And then as soon as he brought Calcid into this party room with the guests, all the guests started like like being down bad for Calcit. Like both guys and gal. There's like a specific lady who's like, oh, it's too bad Calcit's a girl. And then like moments later, hey, are you single? the same lady. Huh, hey, are you single? And then the little daughter, who's like the messenger, bringing her father's message, also was like flustered, flustered by Calcit. Oh man. All right. Also get ready for a potential bunch of like a political mumbo jumbo in between. That's gonna be discussed between the characters. Maybe. Cat girls removed last, yes. This cat girl is according to the community, Arknights community, might be 10,000 years old. We don't know why she's potentially immortal. Still looking like a hot cat lady. But yeah, she's apparently ancient. For how many years? I don't know. She's just really old, but she still looks really young and hot. Yeah. We do know already why. Oh, the community knows. I don't know yet, cause like I'm still very early on in the story, I'd say. Yeah, basically free roam moment. Thanks to Babel explained it. Okay, wow. I have so. It's gonna take me like a few years before I get to the point of reading Babel with the pace I'm going. Oh man. All right, let's start. All right, okay. It's a great city. All Victorians should find time to pay it a visit and gaze upon its magnificence. So you're saying our respectable dukes have not yet arrived at a conclusion? Yes, that's correct. They haven't yet. For the time being, Londinium is still a city without a master. So I take it you had the fortune and privilege to tour Londinium with the Duke of Normandy? Alas, the Duke is forbidden from entering Londinium by law. Of course, he is a fine gentleman, so he would never be so presumptuous as to invite himself in. So we instead enjoyed dinner on a ship together in the Londinium countryside. What kind of a hero is the Duke? Well, he is the most gracious and erudite of nobles. His views in economics and politics are unique and unparalleled. Not only that, but my understanding is that he is well trained in music, and he possesses an impressive art collection, testament to his respect for the arts. It is because of heroes like him that Victoria remains prosperous as ever. Yeah, you will be there in 10 years. There's just so much visual novel stuff to read in Arknights, bro. Oh, there we go. Alright, for those who've never seen Calcit in a tuxedo, here you go. Be down bad for her. God, she looks hot. She looks so much hotter. For some, many people consider this to be the hottest Calcit skin. Just look at her. This is not an official skin, by the way. You only get to see this in Calcit everywhere. The story. You are many people. and that girl right there is the messenger for her father to pass the intel to Calcit here. Cause she's like gathering intel to like do many things behind the scenes to help Babel, the organization before Rhodes Island. Young Heidi. You put in like the Hooded Cow. More Golf Alpha Yankee. High five. Yes, I like Desert Hooded Cow a lot more. That's a lot harder for me. But I can see why a lot of people be down bad for Tuxedo Calcit here. I can see why. I have major respect. But Desert Calcit is still my preferred one. So much hotter for me. Let's freaking go. So wait, how far into Arknights are you? Decently far. For the Arknights community who knows their stuff, I only finished episode 8 so far. I have not touched episode 9 where they start in Victoria, I think. Because I know my wife Arknight's wife Salix in chapter 9. episode 9. But I'm trying to go through all the in-betweens of like episode 7, 8, and episode 8, and before episode 9, all the little stories and lore before episode 9 was released in chronological order. So I'm caught up with everything there is to know before I touch episode 9. As of currently, Arknights has all the way to episode 12, I think? 12 or 13, I can't remember. Yeah. And so I would say I'm 30%, you know. I would say I'm 35% when it comes to like reading every single cutscene, because there's a lot of cutscenes. 14. We have 14 chapters. Okay. Alright, and I only finished 8 so far. Brilliant. And there's still a lot of the event stories and in between like important like lore I have to read. Oh man. Takes so long until you get to the masterpiece that is chapter 14. Okay. 14 as in the one with Adele already, right? The one that featured Adele, right? Okay. Alright, let's get this moving. Because I do need to go to work in half an hour. Let's get this going. Let's get the one with windshield. Oh, I don't know what windshield is. Oh, that's how far back behind I am. Okay. Despite not having a ruler for the past dozen or so years, Victoria has managed to maintain its stability. But the truth is that the dukes were getting in each other's ways behind the scenes. And that's not all. If so many Victorian nobles actually fell victim to food poisoning and hunting accidents, then the country's noble rule would have crumbled to dust long ago. And 3 years ago, your father nearly experienced that firsthand. Yes, his leg is actually injured. There is a noble who is an academy enemy of my father. They were at a cocktail party together, and he made his move after the party. That must have been well disguised, if it was thought to be an accident. My father had a few leads, but he didn't want this affair to get in the way of relaying intelligence. How many of Thompson's men are there in this manor right now? A lot of them, such as the ones you were talking to earlier. They also paid my father's villa a visit before tonight's party. Richard was quite critical of your father just now. I suppose he spoke much of it from his heart. He has had quite the rivalry with my father for the past several years. Yet they still assemble around Thompson. Your father is a good leader. Not without your guidance, Lady Calcit. Who could have thought back then that the Laterano cleric, sorry, not priest, cleric. Laterano cleric, who came to visit Victoria would become our most trusted mentor. Our goals are one and the same. Calcit, they will get out of this unscathed. We will get out of this unscathed. Will we? Heidi, you need to look around with your own eyes. If you truly wish to step into this world, then you cannot allow civilization's facades blind you anymore. You need to see this world yourself. Comforting words are meaningless. You will grow up one day. Now, unpleasant as it may be, I must say I had a rumor from the lesser nobles and ruffians. My, did they upset you? Right. As you can see, it was the Duke's graciousness that forged the peace and prosperity enjoyed by our country today. However, and this is something that even the traitors in Colombia are afraid of, we also cannot deny that it has been a long time since Victoria has seen a rightful ruler ascend its throne. And what of it? Does that not go to show we are becoming ever more powerful through our own means? You are correct, Richard. But there are also this opinion. It was naive and absurd. There was this crowd of men there, each with their own goals. They asked if Victoria truly needed a new ruler. Oh, you call Whistled Windshield, I see. That's a new nickname I haven't seen. They all say Uncle Vincent's too much of a coward. We're near the border, but we are being so complacent, not making any progress. This is our chance to fight for our rights. Yet all Uncle Vincent knows to do is throwing parties in the matter. Even this trip to Londinium, it hardly achieved by any meaningful results. This isn't your father's opinion. Thompson is not so foolish as to let radical atmosphere get to his head. But that's how the adults always complain to my father. No foolish nobles would ever receive an audience with a real duke. Do you think that the Duke of Normandy really did intimidate Vincent with any harsh demands? Tehran is near the border, and there are few people here. In other words, this place is not under the influence of any major forces. Uncle Vincent. This nobleman may seem uninterested in anything except celebrating this false peace with music and shows, but he is actually doing his best to uphold Tehran's peace. That's despite the peace here is fragile and easily broken. His arrogance and temperance are just at the right level to hide his thoughts well, and those who actually understand his true intentions are few and far between. Thompson would never place so much trust on a count severely lacking in courage, insight, and judgment. They may seem like they are heading down different paths, but these paths will lead them to the same destination. It's nice to hear you say so. Calcid, are you not going to look at your mail? From Londinium to Tehran, these letters have made it halfway across Victoria. How many hands has the letter passed through? And how many of them know of the whole truth of these events? There are lots. Workers, newsboys, popcorn hawkers, park gardeners. They knew nothing of the letter's contents. They didn't even know who these words ultimately belonged to. But now this letter has made it to Thompson. And now me. There is nothing to worry about. I see. But what about the other one? The one from Castell? Oh, the Castell, the land of the demon people, where Cockroach Lady is from. It was handed straight to Thompson by a Sarkaz messenger. Sarkaz, there we go. Not demon. Yeah, they're not actual demons, but they are like, they are like depicted as demon-like. Yeah, they're demon-like, but not demons. I'm just like trying to like put it in like the most bare-bone layman's terms, so people who don't know shit about Arknights could follow along. Yeah. Because Teresa gave the impression of like a demon lord with the crown, right? Before passing the crown to Amia. So that's why I just like the Sarkaz, the demon people. Yeah, even though they're not actual demons. They just look like demons because they have the demon horns. They also have like rituals and stuff that affects like one's psyche. Yeah. Like if you speak in the ancient Sarkaz language, you could potentially affect their psyche. The Sarkaz people's psyche. Demon is like the N word for Sarkaz. Yeah, that's only a subset of Sarkaz. Yep. Yeah, for those who don't know shit about Arknights, Arknights like culture and world building is insane. It's insane. There's too much to look into. There's too much to read. They've thought that they have done through the developers, the writers have done through so much shit that it's like you're going through a history lesson in a way. Like going to like different nations, like history and culture and subculture and whatnot. It's insane. Yeah, so I'm so looking forward to Enfield when it comes out. Arknights Enfield, a different gacha game from Arknights itself, but the same world and all the same world building, but different main character. We're not gonna see Calcid in there, because it's set like many years in the future. You still said what? What do you mean Enfield ended? Oh, you mean the beta test? I didn't even get the beta test. Specifically Banshees and probably Jaj. I don't know what that one is. You had fun. I'm so jealous. You get to play Enfield, bro. I doubt my PC could handle it anyway. 152 years into the future. Yes, and like somehow like characters from 152 years ago are playable because there's some weird force that summons kind of like soul clones of people from 152 years ago. But they have like no memories of their past lives or some shit. You need to read chapter 14 about it. Okay, alright. Well, that's gonna take me like 10 years to get to because like I only do reading, Arknights lore reading, like once per week. And I only go through like what 2 to 3 cutscenes every time I do, so it's gonna take me ages. It's gonna I only finished episode 8. I haven't touched episode 9, so they have fractured memories, and that's because of the Eater. Now it makes now you're explaining it to me like it's the morphing grid in Power Rangers. That damage of that's a lot of lore I don't know. If you tell me all this and I'm like, yeah, I have not read anything about this. You tell me now, I'm not gonna understand. I'm just gonna like go through all the cutscenes. And then by the time it's 10 years, in 10 years I'll finally reach the point. Now this is chapter 14. So that was what that one viewer in SidePoint talked about 10 years ago. So that's what it means by the Eater and fractured memories. And now I finally understand what the first originated after like 10 years of like reading Arknights lore in the game. Yeah, it's gonna take me so long, chat. It's gonna take me so long. I'm gonna keep moving because it's 3 p.m. and I should probably wrap this up in like half an hour or something. Oh yeah, they were talking about a letter. Like 2 letters. One letter to like Heidi's father, Sarkaz messenger from Castell. Another letter from that's from Thompson to Calcit. It was handed straight to Thompson by a Sarkaz messenger. I told him how to contact Thompson himself, but if things had gone according to plan, he would have handed this straight to me. Yeah, but when that Sarkaz made it to Victoria, the father did not know how the Sarkaz honored their heroes' deaths. So all we could do was cremate his body according to our traditions and scatter his ashes in the nomadic city's waterways. I can't tell you his real name, but at the very least, he died as a messenger, and I will bring his story back to his homeland. He won't be forgotten. Calcit, is this how you treat everyone? Why do you ask? No, I was just thinking. Achoo! Oh, pardon me. How unbecoming of me. The snow is getting heavier. Let's head back inside. Ooh, that's cute. That's a cute little art. Let me just screenshot. Yeah, there are some art in the game where like you only get to see if you go through the cutscene. There's not like an album to like just looking at the art. So I might as well just take a cutscene. Alright, just in case, did I miss anything? Nope, okay. I will pay Thompson a visit once this party is over. I'm sure father will be happy. Should I perhaps hold your arm? That way no one will be suspicious of us. If you think that is necessary. Young Heidi like taking any chance she can get to have like a lone like one-on-one interaction with like Calcit in tuxedo. Okay. You're so much taller than me. You haven't grown at all, Heidi. Take a look outside, Calcit. The snow is so heavy. I haven't seen this much snow in a very long time. You are right. A snowstorm is coming. Heidi ponders to herself just how many clouds are needed to shed so many snowflakes. The white snow is gathering in all directions, gyrating into the sky as the wind blows past. Where the pale yellow lights cannot illuminate has been shrouded in a thick mist that covers the entire city. The night sky tonight is without stars and moonlight. The black tidal wave is beginning to crash upon the beaches. Every NPC in this room is thirsty for Tux Cal. Calcit? Black snow. Huh? I'm not seeing any... Heidi, tell everyone to keep the party venue under control. I need about an hour's time. Don't let anyone near the garden. Oh, she's out fighting in that suit? I can't do that. But what's going on with you all of a sudden? We've got company. What? We may be on the border, but this manor belongs to a Victorian count. Who would... Heidi, if I don't come back to the manor, you and your father need to keep this secret. Do not dig any deeper into this. But this is a warning as well as an order. Be safe. Oh, she smiled a little bit. Kelsey actually like have a little bit, actually smiled a little bit. To the north of Sammy and Ursus, and to the south of Sargon, those lands yet untrodden by man. Whether the demons and the monsters that dwell there are normal creatures is yet to be unknown. But they are far older than any country we know. Humans have fought them for a long time. Indeed, this is a proposition worthy of further notice. Until now, humans can now be the masters of their own countries. The ancient Sargon king and the powerful Kashyyyks hit it off right away, and the Night Morers Kagan strove to conquer all lands unexplored by civilization. You're thirsty for Tux Cal, you and everyone else. Everyone is thirsty for Tux Cal. I'm more thirsty for the desert outfit Cal. The results were impressive. No non-human tread ever set foot in Sargon territory again. Sammy has used countless witchcrafts and sacrifices to create their snow priests. And, one generation after another, the sorcerers lost themselves as they battled the enemies from beyond their borders. And Ursus, you deployed the strongest elites to simply tear them to shreds. Wendigos in heavy armor or veteran warcasters. And the Empire's ambitions are without limit. Your kind did not merely tear them to shreds. You used the shreds of power left behind by those non-humans. Show yourself. The will of Ursus drove you here. You are far underestimating Victoria's might. The aura of demons lingers in your footsteps. Have you even given any thought to where your responsibility lies? Your might can already be taken by the demons, Royal God. As the figure steps out into the light, the unilluminated darkness surrounding it begins to quiver. Oh, the stinky boss. I can smell the fear. Hold on, let me just grab the cup real quick. Let me just grab my cup real quick. Okay. I can smell the fear in you, traitor. It took you a while to find me. If it wasn't for the uprising and its aftermath, I would have come to lay down your punishment long ago. The imbeciles allowed you to escape. This has been an embarrassment. They have already been executed for their incompetence. Perhaps I should remind you again. The snowstorm here can bury entire cities, but they cannot erase the footsteps of a royal god. You are in Victoria, and there stands the manor of a Victorian count not 100 meters behind me. Do you understand the consequences of your actions? Consequences? Your threat is weak and empty.
Wherever I stand, the earth beneath me belongs to the Empire of Ursus. You never had the right to address me, traitor. Not before the word demon left your lips. Soon, I will beat out of you how you came to know this secret.
So, from the lore dump that Kelsey just gave us, I'm presuming that many in ancient times, the land of Arknights has like demons and like humans fighting one another, and the demons got vanquished, and like the shreds of the demon's power has somehow became fuel for this emperor's blade, for this royal guard figure from Ursus. They somehow harness fragments of like ancient demon's power in order to have like super strength and magic abilities, I guess. But will you realize that your actions have consequences? I cannot do super high pitched voice.
Your understanding of the demons does not grant you a dialogue. You murdered an Ursus Grand Duke, and you know of our darker secrets. Your countless crimes are worthy of 1,000 deaths.
The northern demons in the north. What about the northern demons in the south, bro? Yeah, what about the northern demons in the south? The northern demons in the north were used to make Earth Sign super soldiers. Ah, okay. Yeah, actually, no, I'm just joking. Northern demons in the north, and then there's northern demons in the south, northern demons in the east, northern demons in the west. There's northern demons everywhere. It seems we won't be convincing each other for the moment. Though that applies only to your evaluation of the situation on hand.
Beast, bare your fangs! You can't fool me!
Monster. What the heck is braying? I'm gonna Google this. What the heck is it? There's no eastern and western demons. Yeah, but what about northern demons? Are there any northern demons in the eastern and western Ursun? Okay. Braying. What's braying? So I know what sound to make. The donkey brayed and kick. He brayed with laughter. Similar to neigh and roar. Okay, alright. I learned something new today. B-R-A-Y. That's kind of like neighing, or animal neighing or roaring. Okay, alright. Monster. Do not underestimate him. He's no normal human. And let me just take a screenshot. Looks pretty cool.
You'd hit a device here in the garden. No, a creature. You know of the demons, and you have a monster serving you. One that Ursus's vast knowledge is yet unaware of. Perhaps your crimes have far exceeded my expectations.
Or perhaps I managed to make an impression on the royal guard.
I won't deny it, traitor. But you had my curiosity. What drove you to betray our homeland? No. Perhaps my investigations did not fully uncover your entire past. And it looks like that is indeed the case. Unlike the criminals who escaped to Sami, it appears you still have a trick up your sleeve. Do not get the wrong idea. It is hardly a difficult matter to kill you.
I suppose it's why you are staining this area around us.
You didn't concern yourself. I know what I am doing.
Monster!
I did not expect it to be this hard. If your own flesh and blood is also as hardened, then indeed, it makes you a formidable foe.
Monster, come back. Don't chase after him. Avoid the black mist. That's not mist at all. This is far beyond the normal realm of Originium arts. Looks like it has really been too long since I last dealt with the Emperor's blade. You and your men have made remarkable progress.
You know this much about our secrets? Even the most senior Uso scientists would never be allowed to meddle in the Royal Guard's ancient ritual.
Ancient rituals. Yes, only the ceremonies of your crazed self-proclaimed spiritual leaders could adorn your kinds with your demons. You're a survivor of the Valley of the Setting Sun. The Empire's will is always focused and unswerving. Yet your goal seems to stray from your motherlands. At the very least, you are not that young. You should not be fighting me, Royal Guard. Both you and I know that the job I finished was one that you and your men should have done yourselves, but never did. You can't look at Monster the same again after what you know for Enfield? Ooh, okay.
Don't be mistaken about where that fight right lies, traitor. You do not represent deity Gryffindor's law and prestige.
If you truly witnessed the whole uprising, Royal Guard, then you should understand this is more so than anyone. The Empire's rise and fall has never truly been affected by dignity and honor. Let me ask you this then. Did the last Emperor ever truly look down on Victoria from the bottom of his heart?
Perhaps I do not give you enough credit, traitor. I will give you one last chance. Reveal your secrets, and I will grant you a dignified death.
Alas, given this death would have nothing to do with my own conviction, dignity was never on the table. Monster. Elated brain. Like excited howling. What is excited howling? How do I do excited howling here? As the fear in the air heightens, the Royal Guard draws his blade. He is about to execute Ursus's will. Okay, that's one down. Bark. Okay, we may have time to finish another one if we don't stop. So let's not stop. Let's not stop. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Alright. Do I need to do more monster sounds?
This technique. Your body's rigidity and your judgment are nothing alike. What are you?
Wait, monster.
You humiliated me, monster. This is what you deserve.
Monster, readjust. He's on his last legs. Those are no minor injuries, Royal Guard.
Likewise, traitor. You gave yourself an injection. You most certainly felt more than a poke in the arm. How peculiar. By appearance, you are no different from a veteran warrior. You possess all the traits necessary for you to be the perfect soldier. Yet you rely on a beast, a monster, for your power.
The marks of battle can be covered, but the lands you tainted can never bear fruit again. You should not have been so obstinate in your actions.
You fear. Certainly, if you truly know our secrets, then you should be feeling nothing but fear right now.
Each royal god is himself a nation. The language of the saying is certainly colorful, but it also speaks the truth rather plainly. Need I remind you, your mass is fracturing. Reality is reacting to the evil that lingers in your body. The cage created by the ritual is beginning to fissure. Or do you really believe that Victoria would turn a blind eye when an Ursus royal guard sets off a horrifying annihilation at the Count's manor? The royal guard's duty rests with all that exists in Ursus.
Don't make me laugh! I don't need a traitor to teach me what my duty is.
Tell me then, who do you serve? Ursus as it is now, or the great shadow of the past? Tell me, royal guard, do not bring shame to your title. Tell me, what does the current Ursus Empire, the current Ursus Emperor, think of the Pine Valley affair? Or do you mean to tell me the seeds of that uprising, the origins of the crisis, were all the will of the Emperor?
You were the cause of it all!
Yeah, because she assassinated an old man, old political figure, the Grand Duke. To which the Grand Duke was like, "Yeah, I know, like eventually someone's gonna come and kill me today. I'm glad I'm getting killed by the hot cat lady in the main outfit instead. Thank you." Yeah, yeah. Basically, Calcit like gave the old politician like, here's a poison that will not make you feel pain or whatsoever. You basically just die. You basically die as if you just like fell into sleep. Because your nervous systems will be like turned off and stuff. Oh, okay, yeah. And so like to Ursus, the empire that's modeled after like Russia, in Arknights. It's like Calcit, Calcit murdered the Grand Duke, and is also the same one of the scientists, like in the scientist team that betrayed the Empire and stuff. Feel free to keep deceiving yourself, but the truth is the young Emperor is unaware of the events that transpired there. You believe he has no need to know. All of you seek a bygone era. I won't judge whether this is correct, but when the Grand Duke is allowed to die in a political conflict, his death will always lead to an all-new rebellion.
This is not for you to judge.
I can foresee the many consequences of his death. Some wish for him to die out of anger and the desire for so-called justice. They wanted his death in order to erase evidence and to cut off ties. Others wish for him to live. They wanted him to continue to fulfill the duty he cannot remove himself from. Perhaps there were also those who wanted to keep a witness alive to serve as a stepping stone, to revolt against all those involved in the Third Army, again the Ursus quote-unquote Arknights Russian army. It didn't matter whether he lived or not. The key was how the contradiction that followed was handled.
You don't mean?
It was up to an unremarkable Ursus assassin to kill the Grand Duke, someone she could never imagine to reach, out of personal grudge. Only then were those crimes finally erased, digested like grass seeds eaten by burden beasts.
From the sound of it, you have great foresight. You mean to tell me you solved such a difficult problem as a mere citizen?
It was the best choice to make in order to keep Ursus's internal friction from developing any further. What do you want me to do? The dialogue writes bracket strange sound. What strange sounds you want me to make? That's not enough for me to go off of. I'll make some random weird sounds now, I guess.
Enough with the presumptuousness. Traitor! Your excuse is an insult to Ursus. Even if all is truly as you say, and your actions benefit Ursus in thousands of ways, it was not your decision to make!
Control yourself, Royal Guard.
I can smell your lies. How dare you claim you did this for Ursus?
It's spreading. Even though it's only a small demon shard embedded in that device, it is more than enough to level this entire matter. The Valley of the Setting Sun has turned into a land of fear. The Royal God wants my life. Monster, kill him immediately. That's far more effective than defense. Even if the Empire's glory lasts another 1,000 years, those black lands no longer belong to Ursus. They are no longer part of this world. Do you want to repeat your mishaps? Do you want to drag the Empire into a war of unimaginable scale just because you lost control of yourself? You are just caught up in the former Emperor's grand vision. That moment, the fear in the air immediately boils into material substance. Once the earth-shaking emotional release comes to a halt, there remains nothing but a faint ominous black glow emanating from the cracks of the Royal Guard's mask. Monster, stop!
What is this? You let your chance get away. Your one and only chance.
I know your tactics. If I let Monster attack, you would pierce right through my chest with your black spike of yours.
Looks like I need not test you anymore. You know like the back of your hand how the Royal Guards operate. You called me inhuman, and now you address me as man?
Suppose you still have a shred of my approval. It would have nothing to do with the will that you are executing right now. As long as you are still resisting, you remain a stalwart barricade of humankind. No one can take from you your honor of having been born a human. At the very least, before you find yourself fooled by that illusion that is destined to be destroyed.
You are right. Indeed, there are many things I misjudged. Knowledge is how they grow in strength. To fend them off, the passing down of all knowledge of them was suppressed, an unwritten law of all nations. You are not a Sami snow priest, and you have nothing to do with Sargon's eternal army. Those who have the privilege of seeing the sights beyond Terra with their own eyes have always been at the top of their country's academic authority. Who are you?
Someone who fulfilled her duty.
And what is your duty?
You already know the answer in your heart. I did far less than you've accomplished.
I must admit, I have never met an outsider who knows the Royal Guard's secrets. The crimes you committed and the secrets you hold make you guilty beyond measure. But I have never met such a strange creature so evilly matched against me. You are full of surprises. The mystery surrounding you worries me. It seems I must be more cautious when dealing with you. Let's pretend I am following your advice, Ursus citizen. But do not forget that the Emperor's blade is watching you.
We don't have much time left. Ursus had not had the chance to catch its breath. But the moment the Count finds you, it will be plunged into a whole new whirlpool. And it will happen. The people be damned.
Don't get cocky. I simply do not expect it would take this much time to deal with a traitor. You are worthy of my caution, traitor.
It was your responsibility to guard Grand Duke Vanya, and finding the cause of his accidental death is your one and only mission. I ensured a quiet death for him. I then escaped from Ursa's territory. Perhaps what I have done can't truly be considered a violation of Ursa's rights. If so, it stands to reason that a life is too great a price. I trust all of you royal guards are capable of making a sensible decision.
You...
Regardless, you must return to Ursa's right this moment. The pain may mean nothing to you, but with your windpipe ripped by monster, you will suffocate and drown in the demon's influence. Even just a shard of its corpse. Oh, the ancient demon's corpse. Just holding a shard will constantly puff toxic power into their system, potentially turning them demons or zombies or lose control. I don't know. We don't know how much of the ancient demon lore yet. We just got the ancient demon lore now because Calcid dumped the lore on us. Be quick about it. You might still make it back to Ursa's territory in one piece.
A target worrying about my well-being. This will indeed be a valuable experience. On top of that, you are a traitor, and you understand me far better than the men in our armies.
I never had such a long chat with the royal guard of the Emperor's Blade either.
How long have you lived? And who exactly are you?
I used to be the Grand Duke's private doctor. Nothing more. Okay, alright, that's like what? A decade ago? 12 years ago or something? When that shit happened? Or maybe just a few years? I'm not sure. You should have killed me while I was making my escape.
Perhaps it isn't too late.
I await the news of your success.
Ha! You should have served your country, traitor. Your limitless potential could have flourished magnificently at Ursus, yet you betrayed it.
She was a scientist in Ursus for a while. Sounds like I should feel bad about that. You love Ursus for how prosperous it is. In that case, I'm sure you can see the parts of the country that rot in the sun. The newer generation may be slowly forgetting that prosperity, but as time goes on and things grow worse, they will look back on its magnificence. But is this truly beneficial to Ursus? Once the benefits war brings with it comes to an end, will we be able to solve all of Ursus's problems? Honor cannot feed the masses.
Is that an advice?
I could merely be talking to myself if it so pleases you. I belong to Ursus no longer.
You belong to Ursus no longer. So it was the Grand Duke's personal doctor's decision that he passed. Her intention was to reduce his suffering.
I hope you make it out of Victorian territory without a hitch. Okay, got a note. Okay. Just got a work message. Okay. Oh, forgot my mug.
A shame. If you understood what it is we are safeguarding, you could have contributed to this prosperity. Until next time. We will meet again.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we end up fighting this boss a few times. In events, that is. Come back, monster. He's gone. I need to take care of these marks. Oh, yeah, she's just like all bloodied up here. And, like her suit torn and stuff. Calcid! You should not have come here, Heidi. You're so badly hurt. I brought a first aid kit. How do you use it? I can take care of myself. Calcid, what happened? Empress Blade. Tell your father this name. That's all you have to do. It's nothing you need to worry about. Yet. Okay. But was that man for Ursus? What is someone like him doing here? They are like the shadows of Ursus. And the size of their vast dark shadows has to do with only the Empire's sun. Even if you manage to fend off these shadows, the road beneath our feet remains shrouded in darkness, while buildings and our surroundings remain unaffected. This too is Ursus, Heidi. This is a part of Ursus, the Empire's winter, the black snowflakes. Before that, we need to deceive everyone else in the matter. We may have avoided the worst outcome, and he didn't scatter his dominion all across the soil here, but the marks he left behind will take some effort to cover up. Monster. Huh? Is this yours? Kill 2 wild beasts and bring their bodies back as soon as you can. And Heidi, contact your father immediately. I'll need assistance to put a lid on this the best we can. How are we going to do it? We need false witnesses, false leads, and all the bribes necessary. Perhaps there is no one out there who knows how to deal with the mountain police better than Thompson. Okay, I understand. Why are you grasping at the snow? To lower my body temperature. I was dragged into a fight between 2 wild beasts and fortunately made it out. But I am afraid the gods will be punished for letting beasts into the garden. But those are no minor injuries. Are you still... We managed to avoid the worst case scenario. If he had insisted on fighting me to the death, I'm afraid none of us could have gotten out of this alive. Now, aside from that, find me a messenger who can reach Sammy. Sammy? It's so barren there. It will take a while. We have time. As long as she's alive, I'll get a reply. And I pray I'll get a reply. Hey, Zexer. Yeah, I'm just speed reading, cause I'm need to get ready for work soon. Yeah, and like Tuxedo Cows is like wrapping up. I talked no jutsu him into not killing me. That's pretty much what Cowsit did. Your wounds. Cowsit just had a fight with a royal guard, the Sting Cloud boss. Looks like my blood stained the letter. Oops. Did something happen outside? Of course not, Count Vincent. Please do not avoid the subject. Tell us how you defeated the Grand Duke's hunters. Ha ha ha. I had no intention to be disrespectful to the Duke, of course, but I lost my temper and could not well control myself in that competition. It was all because the hunter told me I should never have hired Savas and Zelex. He even told me he took pride in hiring only Liberty housemaids and mustily fought for the upkeep and defense of the mansion the Duke awarded to him. His words reminded me of an old gardener who once tended to our gardens. He was a Zalak, and he had been working here long before I was born, and I never found anything strange or unsatisfactory about that. Oh, how progressive. In the end, I was the one who shot down the foul beast, while the Duke's hunter missed the opportunity. The Spine Dragon helped with that, You set a fine example for the rest of us, Count Vincent. I should have saved the Duke some face, of course. When the Duke thinks so highly of you, what's wrong with putting your gallantry on full display? You are right. There were the hunter, the bow, and the foul beast, but no one knows me better than myself. And the party goes on indoors while Cowsit fought with her life to protect them. Oh, she's reading the letter from like Heidi's father. Dear Dame Cowsit. Dame Cowsit. The way I read Dame, it sounds like I was reading Dame. Dame Cowsit. It was just as you predicted. The Sarkaz court summoned Her Majesty Teresa for an audience. Although the ancient Bloodkin held General Teresa's in high esteem, the Lord of the Banshees sent only the younger successor. It was thanks to the General, the Reeses, and the military commission that other countries were unable to interfere with Castel's rise to prominence. It was also under the General's supervision that they transported construction materials enough for several dozen regular nomadic city plates without issues. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is like before Rhodes Island was built, huh? Okay. Okay, construction materials for Rhodes Island. The following is a summary of the past month's events. ... Calcit. Teresa's handwriting. Calcit. It's such a huge surprise. Who could have imagined that the great Banshee's successor was a boy? He is still very young. Just a young boy by his looks. The Banshee's bloodline will keep him young for a long time. Despite his age, he was mouthing off odds left and right. He is a natural born caster. Is this the... What's his name again? The blue boy that ran alongside Wizardell? Logos, okay. Okay, alright. It is Logos, okay. I can see the royal court change through him. The Sarkas are heading toward a new stage. I can feel it. Calcit. Teresa's frequently pulls all-nighters at the commission, and the policies are going off track due to outside pressure. You start to not listen to whatever I say. A lot of us are worried. They are worried that once the other countries notice Castel's reunification, they will immediately wipe us off the map. Calcit, I know that you set your sights on the world at large, but I am also hoping you would come back. We must prepare ourselves to take on the challenges we will face in the future. I need you to help me accomplish this. Aside from that, Rim Billiton's engineering department has something new to share. We discovered a set of ruins that match your description. There are only bits and pieces, and the project has reached a bottleneck as a result. The team may need more time to uncover everything. That said, Calcit, does the name Rhodes Island mean anything to you? So soon. Also, CMIIW, the plates mentioned earlier were for Castel. Oh, not Rhodes Island. Rhodes Island was built a long time ago. Oh, okay. Oh, we're going back to Desert Calcit? Where will you go? Ursus. Chernobog. Haven't heard that place before. What are you doing there? Why don't you come to Sami with me? No. I will take Ludmila to Siracusa. I will also stop by Victoria on my way. Isn't this your wish? I want you to live, Calcit. So the order of like time is Desert Calcit goes to Ursus as Maid Calcit, and then Maid Calcit did assassination, and then Maid Calcit come to Victoria as Tuxedo Calcit. Okay. Calcit? Heidi, you and your father will continue our work in Victoria. Our only objective is to prevent the cities that boast your honor and glory from falling to the Duke's unrest. Dame Calcit, are you leaving? I have to leave sooner or later, Heidi. Try not to make the Count suspicious. Let's head back to the party. Dear God, what happened? How are you injured so? Get a doctor, hurry! Uncle Richard. I saw something just now. There were two fierce beasts. What was that? Were you attacked by the beasts? Oh my! I heard that the catastrophes a few years ago infected some of those fierce wild beasts. I'm okay, ladies and gentlemen. It is just some simple flesh wounds. Heidi has already tended to my injuries. Are you sure you can stand? I'm not sure I would have called it simple. How could something like this happen at one of my dinner parties? Those useless guards! Please, lie down and get some rest. Someone, head to the garden at once. I want to know what happened there. No, Count Vincent. Please, let me go. You know my swordsmanship. Richard, you are my guest. But very well, this is just the time for us to rely on your gallantry. Come, Lady Calcid. My personal physician will tend to your injuries. He will be here soon. My apologies, Count Vincent. I did not mean to disrupt your party. No, my lady. I am responsible for this mistake. I allowed an assassin to waltz right into my manor. Please don't look too much into this affair. Oh, right, I understand. Though I am surprised you don't seem at all shaken by this. Could you at least tell me who it was? I can't well sit here when these villains... Very well. If this assassin managed to deceive all those present here today, then indeed it isn't a matter that a mere noble should pry into. He's smarter than he lets on. Lady Calcid, please promise me this. Go ahead. Please keep Thompson safe from these schemes. He is my dearest friend. He is no major player. He can't protect the entire country, but he can protect our own little Victoria. He can do what we nobles cannot. Therefore, all I can do is to let him do what he must. You don't know the details of our plan, yet you harbor everyone nonetheless. I thank you for that. Do I need to know? All I have to do is to play my role well. A fat, foul beast awaiting his slaughter. Yeah, it must be the snow, sorry. But this is how he has always been ever since we were in school. Lady Calcid, please accept my gratitude. You don't need to thank me when I have been deceiving you all along. As long as my family and the masses get to live another peaceful day, let the whole world ridicule my foolishness. Both you and I know it in our hearts. Thank you for the blast, Fancy. Are you leaving so soon? You are still injured. These are just flesh wounds, fortunately. Count Vincent, about the damage those two beasts have done. Right, I understand. Calcid, looks like I should just leave the farewell to the youngsters. Youngsters. I will head back now. Everyone was shaken by the presence of the beast. Please take care, Cleric Calcid. The Count is right. The way of the future is for the younger generation to bear, whether they are ready for it or not. Is Uncle Vincent actually... The Victoria he protects may just be a remote corner of the countryside, but there is not an ounce of falsity to the peace he upholds. Protecting your home, this is a truth that generations after generations of Victorian have worshipped. Your father is trying his best, but winter is here. Are you ready? Will you be ready? Yes. Now go ask your father. He knows how to find me. Perhaps we'll one day meet each other again somewhere. Hey! Oh man, the next time I stream Arknights next Thursday, it's gonna be so short. It's gonna be even shorter than what I've done today, 1.5 hours, because we're actually down to like one more cutscene, but I don't have time to do the last one more cutscene now. Yeah, I don't have time to do this right now, because it's almost 4 p.m. I need to be at work by 4:30, so yeah, I gotta get a shower and go out and drive the car and everything. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Maybe I'll continue on from here to immediately to another story segment after Walk in the Dust. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Fancy. Thank you, Zexter, Krybaka, and Sidepoint, Alice McGruber, yeah, Zira Hikikomoni, Golf Alpha Yankee. Did I miss anyone? Daichi as well. Alright, and anyone else that happened to have come from Alice McGruber's raid, and anyone that's lurking, thank you for spending time with me. I hope you all enjoy me like voice acting and reading the Arknights cutscenes and lore. Thank you. I hope to see you all next time. And maybe I'll do another stream after work, late night, like maybe like 7 hours from now or 8 hours from now or something, if I feel like it. Maybe I'll do GUNPLA. Maybe I'll play a random game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Just yeah, we'll see what happens if I have the time and energy to come back to stream after work. See you, everybody. Bye bye. No slime. No slime, Black Max. No slime, Daichi.